video, I got the engine installed and the transmission installed. It's just pre-fitted right now because it originally had a turbo 350. Now it has a 700R4. Wanted to make sure the cross member's in the right area, everything's in the right place. And what we're going to do now is we're going to go through the engine. It's been sitting a while. It had some kind of, you know, a little bit of trash in there, a little bit of, I guess you could call it oxidation, rust-like stuff on there from sitting and sweating and so forth. So if it's really bad, we're going to tear it apart. If it's not, we're going to go ahead and keep it in there. We're going to run it, make sure there's nothing wrong with the engine. That way there's no money thrown at it. And then all of a sudden the block is cracked or the head's cracked or there's some other issue with it. So this will be the beginning stage to see what's up with the transmission, if it's going to hold up to the 454. And then if we blow it up, we will rebuild it even stronger to hold the horsepower. And then when we're done with this, we'll go into the LS stage and have fun with that. And then we're going to go with LSA. So thanks for watching. All right, so I finally got an engine in it. Remember, if you saw the first video on this, no motor, no trans. So what we're starting with is a 1999 Vortec 454, and it has, probably can't see it, but 700R4 overdrive transmission. So I pre-fit it because the truck was not an overdrive truck. It had a turbo 350 trans in it, and I just pre-checked everything to make sure it was going to fit, and so it does fit. Cross member fits fine. Everything fits fine. Got to put the flywheel in it. It has the external oil filter, oil cooler lines removed, so it's just going to have an oil filter on it. And so that's it for the mock-up. So what's going to happen now is I'm going to pull the motor and transmission out. I'm going to open up the engine. I'm going to check the timing chain. I'm going to check the bearing journals. I'm going to check the valley, see if there's any crust in it, and go from there. I will take some video on that. So this is going to be the first mock-up of the engine with the transmission, and then after we're getting done playing with this, it's probably going to go LS. So this is just to play around with, and then we're going to put a 1-belt serpentine drive on this, serpentine, whatever you want to call it, and then go from there. And then we're going to have 1 7/8 headers on here, and I'll show you those on the next video. Alrighty, so here we go. She's almost out. Let's keep going. Alright, there we go. She is out. Then I'm probably going to go through this. I'll show you a video on that, just to see if the builder really did what he said he did to it. And then I'm also going to show you how the motor mount needs to get modified for you to run headers. Mandatory. If you have clamshells, you got to modify these. No ands, ifs, or buts. Alright, let me get her set up. Alright, so she's on the stand. But check this out. Look at the tilt of the engine on the stand. And I don't remember if I told you guys on one of the videos that I made before, these AC Delco half-ton 1,000 pound engine stands, they suck. Now I did borrow this. I do have my own engine stands, but I borrowed this because I only needed this for a few days. So I'm using this one. But look at that thing, it's bent completely forward. I don't know if you can see the gaps. Oh yeah, you can see it right there. I mean, this thing is just completely tilted. I'm almost afraid to unhook it. But I've had an engine like this on these stands before. I know they'll hold, but they're scary. So if you have one of these AC Delcos and you put a big block on it, be very, very careful. Alright, I'll keep you guys updated. Alright, so just as I suspected, I don't know if you can see that, but condensation has set in. And there's an awful lot of buildup in here. No good. That can ruin your bearings. All that trash. Look at all the trash right there. I don't know if you can see that clearly. But it's just a buildup of trash. Although it would probably break down once it heated up and get into that hot oil and everything. See that? Hold on. So there, I got a flashlight going. Can you see that now? Now you can see all that. It's fairly clean, but there's a lot of buildup, and it just looks like it's from condensation, a lot of flakes. I don't like that. So I'm probably going to pull the heads and clean everything up. You can kind of see it in there. Yeah, that's the socket. I was fixing to take that off. Get the light on this side. There you go. You can see that better now. I don't know if you can see the trash right there. It's just a buildup. It's gross. Yeah, these need to come off. Gonna get them clean. Might as well do a valve job on them. And not from the shop. I'm just gonna do it myself. I'll show you the process of that. So let's get the intake off, see what the valley looks like. Alright, you know what? Let me get a flashlight. Alright, not sure if you can see that, but there's trash and buildup, condensation, rust. Looks like crap. Same thing in here. Lots of buildup. Lots of trash. You can see condensation on this side that I guess kind of dripped off the wall there, the valley. The good part about this, obviously it's roller, factory roller, and it's got the big oval ports on it. Trash, rust from sitting so long. Alright, let's pull the heads. See what we find on the cylinder walls. Alright, so here she is broken down. I don't know if you can see the trash any different. And check this out. Look how thick that stuff is. Anyways, heads are off. Some of these got a little bit of carbon on them. And none of these have ridges, so I'm assuming this has been rebuilt. So I don't have any mics to see what the bore size is, but I do believe these are factory flat tops, being that it's a Vortec engine. So I'm gonna wipe these down. If I don't like how they look afterwards, I'll probably pull the pistons and run a quick reamer through them. I forget what they're called. They got a bunch of little nubs on them to just hone the cylinders, but it cleans the cylinders out because they do have a little bit of glaze to them. I know you can't see it. So I'll have to take all this off, clean up this inside, clean all this little bit of trash out of there, pull the harmonic balancer, pull the timing cover. Moroso makes a timing cover for this where you can run a double timing or double chain timing chain, double roller timing chain, and I might end up picking one of those up, but for now I'm going to continue cleaning this up. I still got to pull the pan, see what it looks like underneath, and go from there. Hang tight.